Hey everyone, Chad Martin here, and I want to talk to you today about the writing mindset. You see, when it comes to writing, it is so very important that your mindset, how you approach your writing, is going to determine whether you're successful at it. And a lot of people don't. A lot of people think, well, I want to write a book. They've got an idea, they found out what their topic is, they've even done the research on it. But then they don't know how to go about setting it up, so there's no structure. They just kind of show up when they show up. They have no goals, and really they don't know the subject that they're talking about. And so, you know, that's what I want to talk to you about today. I want to give you four things that you need to be mindful of when you're writing, and I want you to switch your mindset when you start writing, so it's going to make it easier. So you'll want to show up every day and do your writing. I mean, it's great, even if you show up for a few minutes. It's the whole point is that you show up, even when it's difficult sometimes to write. A lot of the times we'll garner inspiration because we've chose to push through something that's holding us back, and that's what we want to work on. So, the one question I get asked a lot of is, how do you find the time to write? I'm a busy man. I really am with my business and all the stuff that I've got going on. I'm very, very busy, but I still find the time to write. And the reason I do that is because I make the time. And it's really no more complicated than that. If you want to write, if you truly want to be a published author and you have that dream and that desire, then you're going to make the time. The key is to make the time when it's best for you. Some people love to write in the morning. Some people love to write late at night. And some people even write midday. I personally, I love writing in the morning, and I do love writing at night. And you can bet if there's a thunderstorm that rolls in, then I'm going to write during that thunderstorm. I will drop whatever I'm doing a lot of times if there's a big storm rolls in and write that, because I write a lot of suspense, thriller, and it really lends to the atmosphere. And I love doing that. That's awesome. And I will tell you this, when you figure out the best times to write, they don't have to be the same time every day. One day it may be best for you to write in the morning, and you know that the next day the morning is going to be impossible because you got too many things going on. But you have some time at night. Make your schedule. Put it in your phone or on your computer, but schedule you out some time. It doesn't have to be long. Take a few minutes out of each day to make sure you show up and write. You don't have to get 10 to 20 pages out a day to be a successful writer. You simply have to show up. Because if you don't show up, then you're never going to make it. It's not going to happen for you. And I'm telling you that because I've been there. I've gone through so many periods of time where I'm like, well, I'll write tomorrow. Well, tomorrow becomes the next day, and the next day becomes next month and the next year. And I don't want that for you. I want you to be able to show up and say, you know what, I'm going to write today. I may only get 3 sentences out today, but I showed up, and that's progress. And you'll see that progress. 3 becomes 6, 6 becomes 12, 12, 24, and then it just keeps multiplying from there. Now, the next thing I want to talk to you about, and that leads into this, is setting your daily go writing amount. When you get accustomed to showing up every day, you want to say, okay, well, today what I would really like to do is I would like to hit a page today. Or you can have a word count. Maybe I want to write, 1,000 words today. I keep a blog, so blogging really is pretty easy because I know I'm going to hit 300 words when I write. And the more accustomed you get to writing and the more you show up, 300 words, 1,000 words, 2,000 words becomes nothing. I mean, it really becomes second nature and it becomes easy. And so you want to set your goals. Today I'm at least going to write 1,000 words. Now, if you get to that 1,000 words, should you stop? Only if you want to. But if you're on a roll, I say why stop there? The whole thing about goal setting is achieving those goals and surpassing them. So when you set a daily goal writing amount, shoot for more. If it's in you to shoot for more, that's fine. Now, what happens if you don't make your daily goal writing? Nothing happens, because guess what? You showed up and you started writing. What you want to do next time is make a concerted effort that, yes, you know what? I didn't hit it yesterday. Today, I got this. I'm going for it. The only way to succeed is to take action. Setting goals and blocking your time are the two most surefire ways to find success. And, that's all on you as the writer to do that. And then another thing is to know your subject. I've talked about, research before and how to go on Google and do some research on your background, but a lot of times people don't do that. They'll just Google something, they'll Google some stats, but they don't know their subject. They don't know the ins and outs, and they don't really know what they're talking about. You don't have to be a doctor to write a medical thriller. You do have to do the research and become knowledgeable on that. You can't just go and look up medical stats and say, okay, well, that makes me knowledgeable. No, it doesn't. If you're going to talk about doing, heart surgery or something like that, then you need to really do some research so that your character comes across as being somebody who knows what they're talking about. The same thing, like we wrote a book on how to create a hummingbird garden. This is a garden where hummingbirds come and you multiply your garden. You want to get in as many hummingbirds as you can. Well, there's a strategy to doing that. When I wrote the book, I had to do a lot of research because my friend Lisa, this is her baby. She knows a lot about hummingbirds, and I had to sit down and learn from her all about it. And then I suddenly gained a lot of knowledge that I did not know before. So when I helped her write the book, I knew what I was talking about. It wasn't just I was just writing somebody else's words. I actually knew what I was talking about. So know your subject. It's very, very important that you do that. And one of the last ways to change your writing mindset is develop your passion. Be passionate when you write. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've read things where you could just tell that the author really didn't care about what they were writing about. Or if they cared about it, they certainly didn't convey it. So I still got the same opinion out of it, that the author just didn't care. I understand that a lot of the time it's easier for women to show more passion than men, because for you guys out there, and a lot of people have this old archaic thinking that, well, I'm a man and I can't show this and that. Now, fortunately for a lot of writers, they don't have that problem because you've probably written some poetry in your time. But show your passion. Don't be afraid to. That's what writing is. Writing is passion. Writing is taking what you believe inside, what you've thought about in your mind, what you feel in your heart and in your soul, in every fiber of your being, and putting that to paper, putting that down in your computer and writing it for the world to share. Because I'm not going to write anything if I don't have a passion about it. When I write something, it's because I truly love that subject that I'm writing about. It's fun. And it may be a subject that I just discovered. It may not have been anything I ever thought of before, but once I think about it, if it strikes a chord with me, I develop a passion for it. And if I've got that passion for it, I'm writing about it because it's fun. And I love to just share what I've discovered. I love to share my passion. And that's what I want you to do. I want you to share your passion because people pick up on that. People pick up on others' passions. The excitement level that you exude, people pick up on that. I mean, if you can get somebody excited about what you're writing about, it comes through. It comes through in your writing. It comes through in every project that you do, in every facet of your life. You should be passionate about your life in general. If you're passionate about your life and your mindset is such that I love getting up in the morning. I love sitting down at my computer and I love writing this story and I cannot wait for people to hear it. That comes through in your work. And those are the kind of mindsets that I want you to have. I want you to change your mindset when it comes to writing. Make sure you block your time. Block time every day for you to write. Some days, things are going to happen. And there may be a day where you didn't actually get to show up at all. And a lot of people can take that and feel down about it. Don't. But don't let one day become two. It's very easy to do that. Block your time and set those daily goals. Have a writing goal that you want to sit down and say, okay, I'm at least going to write till I hit this and this and this. Know your subject and develop your passion. Once you do those four things, those four basic things right there can separate you from being an author that people want to read. They want to pick up your stuff. They want to pick up your works and read those and share those with others to somebody where they say, well, that was boring. I'll never read anything else that person writes again. Don't be that person. Be an author who shows up, sets goals, you know your subject, and you're passionate about it. Develop that passion, and it's going to spread out to other people. Change your mindset. I want you to write. I want you to have fun doing it. Enjoy your subject, and it can be about anything. That's the thing about it. Don't second guess yourself. Believe in yourself, and remember, love, laugh, and leave a legacy for others to follow. Guys, I will see you on the inside.